And now we delve into a national debate that was sparked by the founder of Infosys, Narayana Murthy. His call for India's youth to play a more decisive role in shaping the nation's future is front and center. But what's capturing the nation's imagination is Murthy's proposal for a 70-hour work week. Take a look at this next report for more on this.
In a thought-provoking conversation, Narayana Murthy, the founder of Infosys, sparked a robust nationwide debate. At the heart of this discussion is his bold proposal for a 70-hour work week. He cited examples of leaders who have worked tirelessly, emphasizing the need to find passion in both work and nation building. But this debate extends beyond work hours. Critics argue that increasing working hours might not necessarily translate to higher productivity. Factors such as investments in technology, education and skill development play a significant role in determining a nation's productivity. The bottom line is, Narayana Murthy's call for a 70-hour work week has ignited a multifaceted national conversation. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
There has been a national debate that was sparked by founder of Infosys, Narayana Murthy. This was because of his call for India's youth to play a more decisive role in shaping the nation's future, which was front and center. But what captured everyone's attention was that Narayana Murthy proposed a 70-hour work week, which has sparked a national debate. This has, of course, sparked wider public discourse on whether working more hours also equals to just the same amount of productivity. Now, he cited examples of leaders who have worked tirelessly, emphasizing the need to find passion both in work and nation building. Now, for more on this, we are being joined by Neeti Sharma, the co-founder and president of Team Lease EdTech, live from Bengaluru. Thank you so much for joining us on the show today.
Thank you. Pleasure's mine.
As I mentioned, now this idea of a 70-hour work week, that's entered public discourse as well. There's a lot of debate around it. What do you think about the 70-hour work week idea? Is it practical?
So I think let's understand, in India, there are a segment of employees, workers who actually end up doing 70 hours or probably more, depending on where they work and what kind of jobs they're doing. So right from, let's say, the gig workers as well as maybe employees in the startup industry, they actually are doing 70 hours or more. So I don't think it's a newer concept. I think it's just that we are calling it out right now. Having said that, I think the underlying meaning or point of the 70-hour work week is not just about putting in long hours, but how we as a country become more productive, more efficient, and actually, get into the race much faster than probably what other countries have, taken their time. I think that's really where the point is. Is it practical for everyone to put more than 10 to 12 hours every day, excluding the commute time and all that? Obviously, no. But I don't think that's the real expectation of organizations as well. We are talking about, even in the IT sector, spoke about what Mr. Murthy was saying. I think people start very early. They end up doing calls, which is US time, UK time. So I don't think there are boundaries today, especially in the knowledge, worker segment, given that we are digitally connected. People do end up working for much longer hours. But is it practical for somebody to do it every day? It may not be. I mean, just to answer your question.
Absolutely. I believe the idea is to be able to discern between putting in longer hours and also being productive. Now, could this debate, in fact, this is what I was going to come to next, could the debate over a 70-hour work week also lead to a re-evaluation of how we define productivity in the modern era where knowledge, work, technology, this often blurs traditional boundaries?
Yeah. Absolutely. And like I said, productivity is about how are you going to get to your goal post in a more efficient manner and a much faster time frame, right? And for an organization, how can I look at probably, more effective people cost? I don't need more headcount, but probably can I use digitalization? Can I use technology to do tasks that, we were probably doing with many hands and legs, traditionally. But having said that, definition of productivity, of course, it will change. We are not talking about, I mean, I think gone are the days where, we have to necessarily put in the mandatory 10 hours, 12 hours just to show that I'm working. I think the show that I'm working is more about what is my outcome, what is my productivity. If I'm able to meet my goals in less than 5 hours, sure, I don't think organizations are going to have that challenge any which ways. I mean, like I said, I mean, all of us are working remotely today. A lot of sectors, a lot of companies continue to work in a hybrid way. So they are not going to look at, oh, how many hours have I logged in, but eventually how much have I achieved in the hours that I have logged in, and is that enough for me then? I think that's where the question is going to get put, rather than saying, oh, I've put 12 hours and it doesn't matter whether I've been productive or not.
All right. Ms. Neeti Sharma, thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast with your perspective on this.
Thank you so much.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.